As it becomes clear that the forensic evidence is overwhelming, what with blood on his clothes and mud under his fingernails, he stops answering questions. Once he was formally charged and remanded in custody, he ceased talking to anyone, even his brief, who then recommended that he be psychologically evaluated. Even just skimming the actions list, I could feel the MCT's frustration as they settled into a long, hard slog, grinding down every lead into fine powder and then sifting it for clues. The victim stayed stubbornly unidentified, and the autopsy revealed nothing more than to confirm that she was white, female, mid-30s, and hadn't eaten for at least 48 hours before her death. Cause of death was most likely a shotgun blast to the face, at a range close enough to leave powder burns. Dr. Waleed, gastroenterology's answer to Cat Stevens, and as far as we knew, the only practicing cryptopathologist in the world, popped in on his way home with his own autopsy report. So we had afternoon tea and pathology, sitting in the stuffed leather armchairs downstairs in the atrium. The Folly had last been refurbished in the 1930s, when the British establishment firmly believed that central heating was the work, if not of the devil per se, then definitely evil foreigners bent on weakening the hardy British spirit. Bizarrely, despite its size and the glass dome, the atrium was often warmer than the small dining room or either of the libraries. "As you can see," said Dr. Waleed, laying out pictures of thin slices of brain on the table, "there are no signs of hyperthaumaturgical degradation." The slices had been stained a variety of lurid colours to improve the contrast, but Dr. Waleed complained that they remained stubbornly normal. I took his word for it. "Nor was there any sign of chimeric modification to any of the tissue samples," he said, and sipped his coffee. "But I have sent off a couple of them to be sequenced." Nightingale nodded politely, but I knew for a fact that he only had the vaguest idea of what DNA was, since he was old enough to have been Crick and Watson's father. "I think we may as well consider the case closed," he said, "at any rate from our perspective." "I'd like to keep monitoring it," I said, "at least until we have an ID for the victim." Nightingale drummed the table with his fingertips. "Are you sure you have time for that?" he asked. "Surrey and Sussex MCT will produce a weekly summary while the case is ongoing," I said. "It'll take me 10 minutes. "I don't think he takes me as seriously as he should," Nightingale told Dr. Waleed. "He still slopes off to conduct illicit experiments whenever he thinks I'm not looking." He looked at me. "What is your latest interest?"